Hey man, you see it, man. We back at full strength when it's that You Heard podcast. Hey man, we got a lot to say, man. So let's just get off the intros right now. Joe, how you doing, family?
Rest in peace, Otto, man. You know what I mean? Doing well.
CB.
Same man. Thoughts and condolences go out to Otto's family. Rest in peace, Captain America. Was my guy. And we got the dub. We got the dub. I know Otto would be happy about that. But we're gonna dive into this thing because it wasn't the most prettiest dub that it probably should have been. But
Yeah, man.
you know, we will get into that.
Yes,
Joe
we
got
will.
this
Yes, we will.
heavenly background looking like he in Bruce Almighty. Like he got that. He got that.
Morgan Freeman voice. You that Morgan
He
Freeman
got the
voice.
Lord behind him, like he in Dabo Sweeney's personal podcasting room.
I feel like that's
curated
Dabo whole house.
by Jonah.
I feel like Dabo Sweeney's whole house is just pure white. Like 875 credit score is the whole thing.
It's ivory. He has an ivory white home.
That boy Dabo said he said we need a loss to see if the bandwagon to get the people off the bandwagon. Boys done rattled off a few of them bad boys. They really trying to shake it off, ain't they? They really trying to shake boys off the bandwagon. It's hilarious.
Hey man, real quick, Otto man, rest in peace. You're always kind, man. You was always a light. You saw Joe always had a smile on your face, man. Hope, you know what I'm saying? Thoughts and condolences to the family, man. We'll miss you. We'll remember you, man. This one's for Otto, man. Let's go.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CP. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk
please.
about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No, let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate
What did you talk? What are we talking about, man?
Get into it.
I felt keeping it a buck.
You heard?
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time, man. Look, last 2 weeks we started with CB. We started with Joe. So this week it's my couple
All
minutes,
right.
man.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, man. Let me get this. Let me put a CB
Nah, we
in
need
just.
it ain't no more bushy top, man. If we had bushy top.
Bushy top.
Yeah,
Man.
wow.
I should go bushy top, man. You're right. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Top, man.
Trying to get this together, man. Look, man.
Opening statements.
statement from the pod, man. Look, man.
Go ahead, Ben.
I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I had a thing, but I'm just gonna go off the top. Listen, man. I'm tired of the apologists, man. I'm tired of people going, "Oh, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault." Fam, if your quarterback can't read a defense his third year in, I don't give a fuck who the OC is, fam. The OC don't mean I can't read coverage. Who I gotta go to? And real quick, those checkdowns, those were his first reads, CB. In that second half, those were his first reads. They told him, "Yo, check the fucking ball down." He didn't do that. He didn't do that because he read the defense. You saw how quick and decisive it was to throw it to them? That's because they told him, "Yo, you have checkdowns. Use them." Your quarterback, I'm gonna call him Tyler. Your quarterback, Tyler,
No,
is
not the
it.
first name. No, not the first name.
Nah, ain't no nicknames out here, son. Ain't no nicknames.
No
I'm
more
done with it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done
Tyler
with it.
now.
I'm going full government. Look, y'all can listen to your biased podcast that got an NIL deal with them. Y'all can listen, you know what I'm saying, do that whole thing, and that's fine. Look, that's a vested interest. I get it. But I'm not doing that here. We don't do that here. This is why we have no, I'm saying, just like Voltron, ain't no strings on us. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like, he comes back. He might be hurt. Ultron. I said Voltron?
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
said,
Appreciate
I'm thinking like, hold on, Voltron.
I was like,
My
what?
Now, you know what's funny? Everything else, they're going to latch onto that shit, and everything else, I said, like, oh, this motherfucker
I
don't even know.
No, keep cooking.
Voltron in him.
Go ahead, cook.
Yeah.
cook.
Keep
Look,
cooking.
look,
Keep
man.
cooking.
Look, man. He comes back. He's hurt. Given. Right? But if you out there, you get graded like everybody else. Is it a bad decision on the coaches to put him out there if he's still hurt or injured? I don't give a fuck. He's out there. Son, like the stat is out there. He didn't get touched by a Virginia player till 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So you weren't asked to run around. Your decision making is purely bad on you. And I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, it's a new OC. It's this, it's that. Fam, it's game 7. Matter of fact, this game 8. He missed one, so he has 7 games. You didn't hear that shit against Texas A&M. You didn't hear that shit the first 4 weeks of the season when he was the best rated quarterback in the country. Now you want to come with the excuses. Oh, it's Dawson. They're dwindling it down. Why do they have to dwindle it down for a 5th-year player? This is the offense that, oh man, this is the one that they're gonna cater to him. Now it's the OC's fault. Because what? Fam, he can't check the ball down. Looks at one. The same shit we was talking about before, he's doing again. But I'm supposed to be like, oh, but it's the OC. Fuck out of here with all that shit, man. None of that shit is true. You just saying that shit because you have a vested interest in wanting to be right, and you're not grading the game the same way. I can't give you the X's and O's, but I can tell you, I could call bullshit when I see it. If you're going to call the same game plan with a true freshman quarterback as you do with a third-year quarterback, 4th year in the program, you don't have a fucking quarterback. Deal with it. We are a really good team, and one position kills the energy of the entire thing. The defense had to manufacture excitement to be able to get back in the game. The quarterback wasn't giving it to you, which is why I tell y'all the quarterback is the leader of this fucking team. He was single-handedly dragging the team down. We could have lost that game off that 3rd pick that he threw late over the middle again. This isn't anything new. It's the same fucking picks. Ain't no superhero picks being thrown out there. They're throwing the ball straight to you, Joe. Throwing the ball straight to you, CB. Ain't no fucking, oh my God, I can't. Ain't no fucking Sports Center top 10 out there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking none of that shit. So stop with the excuses. Sometimes you just don't have the guy. This isn't on him. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and that's okay. But making excuses doesn't make him get any better, because then that's what you latch onto, and then you just start looking stupid. He's not it, man. Deal with it, and we move on. All right, that's all I got.
Who batting cleanup?
We'll go with old passport photo over here, Joe. Tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it, man. Everybody fucking babying this dude like it's his first game ever. The fuck out of here with that.
I
shit,
mean,
man.
look, we don't let running backs make it when they fumble, so quarterback got to feel the heat too.
Yeah. Fuck out of here with this baby shit.
I think number 9 is fully aware of his mishaps and how he's playing right now. I think he's fully aware of it. You have to be. So
I would
you know, the criticism, the bad mouthing, whatever you want to call it, is well deserved. I've said this, and I continue to say this, man. I have a son that plays for. If you play bad, you deserve the criticism. Like what? You deserve the criticism. Now you don't deserve to be called a bitch and a pussy and all.
No outside name calling.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but if you're playing bad, you deserve the criticism, man. So I don't know at this point what to do. Like, we're in kind of a pickle, right? Because we kind of think we can still get the old number 9. We can get the good number 9. If you go with the freshman, you have to go with the freshman. Number 9 is a wrap. It's over for number 9.
Put him in. Ain't no back and forth.
You have to move your team forward. You have to move your locker room forward. You have to go forward. So if we go with the freshman is the freshman, man. He's gonna do freshman shit from time to time. He might lose us a close game. It's not gonna be all Clemson. I mean, keeping it a buck, he didn't win us Clemson. So it's not gonna be all all Clemson. So they in the pickle, man. We're in the pickle. So I don't, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what's up with number 9. It's something going on though. It's something that we may not know about. Maybe the building knows what's going on. Maybe the staff knows. Maybe we don't know. It's something going on because he's able to pitch a tent in the fucking pocket, man. Like he's chilling in the pocket.
Sleeping.
Maybe he has too much time. You know what I mean? Too much sleep is not always a good thing, fam. Maybe he has too much time. I don't know, man.
Shedeur Sanders would kill for his time. Right?
God damn it. You know what I mean? Because he's
Shedeur
on death,
would have
he's
6,000
on his
yards.
deathbed, son. Like
Shedeur
gets murdered. Like Shedeur is like when your father, if I'm his dad on the sideline, I'm mad. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing to my son?
Oh, his father was actively angry in the post game. His actual dad was actively angry. I'm looking
like,
show.
Oh my god, like what's going on?
Yeah, boy, basically said he getting a whole new line. But
but I just don't know, man. We're kind of stuck. We're kind of held hostage, man. And maybe that's the staff's fault. Maybe you know, if we got a portal QB, we wouldn't be in this situation. But you know what portal QB was going to want to come and know they sitting behind number 9? Because was number 9 just giving the keys? Like, was he just
feel like he was?
Yeah,
seems as though because of the Alabama thing, right? Like the Alabama thing, they went back in, doubled down. It seems like you're our guy regardless.
We were at a point of no return at that point.
Yeah,
we were at a point.
So,
but let's remember why, right? Let's remember that the plan was never really for 17 to be the immediate heir apparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
The plan in that class was 2, right? We had who we thought was the heir apparent. People keep saying, well, how come they haven't went out and got a 5-star? Okay, let's not have just immediate revisionist history. Let's remember what the actual plan behind TVD was. All right, man, we got
transition.
He nice if you want to run around. That was the plan. Yeah. Like we forget that the plan was, these your keys, but we got a spare key that we made from a dude, and if and if your key gets to fidgeting. So the plan was never for 17 to be immediate on the field to begin with. It's the same issue we had with JB last year. So you have to ask yourself, does the staff even want to expose Emery? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't their initial game plan with him. I think a large part of his growth is old dude did not come. So Emery got a lot of meaningful snaps during the spring. So I think that helped his growth. But we're talking about a young man who this time last year was needing to eat dinner because he had school the following day. Like, let's not forget that this is a true freshman quarterback. I'm not saying we can't win with Emery. I'm just saying the same thing Joe is trying to explain, that if you do hand the keys over to 17, it needs to be his team going forward. And I don't honestly have the answer on if it's time to do that or not. I can tell you that there are times, especially during this game, when I felt like I just couldn't see more of what I was seeing. It feels like he's regressed. I mean, I don't think I'm breaking any news here by saying this, that it feels like he's not seeing the football field. He's not scanning the field. He's not seeing the field. I liken it to a baseball player being in a slump where they're not seeing the baseball. I feel like he's just not seeing the football field. And I don't know why. I do know that it looks bad. Bad quarterback play looks bad because you can't hide that.
You can hide everything else. Yep.
Yeah. We see every decision you make. The reason I think it's hitting this fan base so hard is because you are starting to see glimmers of what Mario is trying to build on the defensive side and special teams with the young freshmen that basically won us this goddamn game.
Yes.
And then there's the one position that everyone looks to when you look at a football team, and that's the one spot that we haven't seen it yet.
And that's the position we were supposed to be the most solid at.
We
No,
talked
we were
about all,
veteran.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We talked about every position. This was not one we had questions
Apparently,
about.
it was very quarterback friendly. It is a very quarterback friendly offense. What's the kid's name? Hudson Card from Houston last year.
Mm-hmm.
You go back and you watch what he was able to do in this offense with, it's puzzling. And from someone who enjoys quarterback play, I'm going to be honest, it's not a lot of fun to watch. It's infuriating to watch. It's my favorite thing. I know. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I post a lot of quarterbacks. I love quarterback play. It's infuriating, and I don't have the answer. And I don't know if the answer is to turn it over to Emory, and then move it to a situation where we're playing a lot of the speed guys to do a lot of turn this offense into a track meet with Yak. I don't know, but I do know that the offense needs something. It needs a jolt of energy. It needs a boost. It needs something. Maybe that something is take the ball out of TVD's hands more and put it in Brashard's more and Ray's more. I don't know, fellas, but this defense can only bend so much.
I was about to say, CB,
before they're gonna snap, dude. These
80 plays,
playing their tails off, and we're doing no favors. And the things, it's not even turnovers. It's 3 and outs where field position is completely flipped, and now their backs are where if they give up one first down, now the offense is in what I like to call the green area inside the fucking 40. It's painful as a defense to come off the field after getting another stop. You get to squirt your bottle of water, and then they tell you,
"Get ready,
defense!"
And you like,
"Yep,
we gotta hold up our end of the bargain on offense. We do. The special teams is playing their tails off. Other than that one play." Which it was like,
Lord
sir,
mercy. Why wasn't Brashard back there? Son? Like, what?
Why doesn't Brashard return punts? First of all, that's another thing. I'm sorry. Side note.
No, you're right.
Returns.
I mean, Ray did it.
If a punt returner has 10 yards of space, why are we calling a fair catch?
Yeah.
Compete. Go get me 5. If you can only get me 5, get me 5.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
That's not me this time, is it?
No, you good. Look, this
screenshot that joint. Screenshot that joint.
You know what's funny is that he's still ranting and he has no idea that he's frozen. He's still going off. He's still going off right there. Man, I don't know how to do that. I ain't that technological out here, man. Joe, man, I don't know what Tyler Harrell was back there on that one. What CB was alluding to.
That
CB's laptop.
Wow, style, right?
Son, that was like I don't ever want to see you on the field again. Like I couldn't believe that. That is that off the top of the helmet, son. Like you overrated that, but like
I look like some Madden type shit, like old Madden type shit.
Yeah, man, I didn't get that at all, man.
Yeah, so CB will be back, man.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you, Joe, and we'll bring in CB when he comes back in. I'm hearing a lot of shit online, man, that it's the OC, right? You see everybody calling out the OC. Oh, what are your thoughts on it? Because look, you see the game differently than I do. So I love these conversations with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Is the OC calling the plays different? Was like what? With TVD this week, right? Compared to TVD at the beginning, what's different that he's doing, or is it just all on TVD?
Yeah, I think it's both. It's never just 100% on somebody, but I think a lot of it is on TVD. Look, man, TVD's in a fantastic situation.
My bad. Tyler. Yeah, Tyler.
Facts. Number 9. He's number 9.
Yeah.
Number 9 is in a fantastic situation. You have the offense has the ability to run the ball at will.
Yep.
You have an O-line that's fantastic. So the play action game should benefit him to death. Like it should benefit him like crazy. So I can't see where he's at a disadvantage from a play calling perspective. I can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, if you want to say the play calling is, I don't think the play calling is bad. Like, we'll run the ball. It'll be like 2nd and 2, and we run a play action pass. That's play call. Yes, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The play calling, I think, is fine, man. I just think number 9 is just not hitting it. He's
not seeing the field.
It's just something going on, man. He's indecisive with his throws. The throw to X that was picked off, that could have been a touchdown, man. He was open. If he leads him to the pylon, the front pylon, that's a touchdown.
Yep.
Sideline, he leads him to the side. It looks like they were in cover 2. It looks like the corner dropped with him. But X had him beat. The safety was over the top, but he hits that. It's called the dead zone between the safety and the corner and cover 2.
Yep.
He hits him there, and that's a touch, man. But he was indecisive with it. It looks like he saw the corner drop, and he short-armed that throw. So he's indecisive.
It looked like he was questioning himself when he let that ball go, right? So I watched the condensed game because in the moment, like, you see it, like, all right, let me see if I see it again. So you see it, and he's like, it's almost like he's thinking, like he's in the pocket and he has so much time because there's nobody around him. It's the cleanest pocket in the country. So he's like, man, they're always saying that I'm throwing it to X, but X is open. Should I throw it to X? I should probably throw it to X because he's open. You know what I mean? And like, it's not like he's looking somewhere else though, right? Like Elijah Arroyo was open. You know what I'm saying? He had like a deep out. It looked like you had Brashard on the left and Mark Fletcher on the right, both open, more open and yes, X was open, right? It was a bad pass, but that hesitancy, being hesitant like that is what cost him that pick. And then look, he almost cost us the game at the end, and you see it like he's over reacting on the field, right? Where like he throws it, he's like, like that's how much in his head. He's so much in his head, and I don't understand why, right? It's not like he has, you know what I'm saying, trauma from like having to rush the ball because he's getting hit on every play like he was last year with the terrible. He's got the best offensive line to me in the country. Like we
at least in the ACC.
Minimum, right? Like at the bare minimum, like top 5. Maybe let's go. I haven't watched let's go top 5 in the country, right? Best in the ACC. So Power 5 that puts us top 5. So I like the thing is like I don't understand why it's happening. I will get it if his decision making is being rushed, right? And he's throwing these balls up. Which that Henry Parrish one, I was terrified. The one that like he's kind of scrambling and throwing back across his body, I was like, that's a pick. In my mind, before it landed in Henry Parrish's hands, I was like, this is a pick 6. Like the linebacker's going to be there, and it's going to be right at him. And till it landed, I would have complete panic. I was like, we're about to lose this game again, and you're about to throw 3 to 4 interceptions again. Like, I don't understand why that is. Hey, what's going on, competition? You good? You good?
I got so angry it destroyed my man. I don't know.
Sunday, your Wi-Fi was not ready for that kind of emotion, man. You know what I mean? That's all.
My Wi-Fi's been very bad lately. I don't know what's going on, but it's coinciding with TVD's bad play. My quarterback is spotty, and so is my fucking internet.
we were talking about the TVD decision making. And I was just bringing up
or lack Henry thereof.
Yeah, I was asking Joe, what like is it? The question was like, is it the conversation that you get for his defense? Right, is that it's the OC's play calling? So Joe said, you know what I'm saying? Joe gave his piece.
Who the fuck said that? Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
Now we cuss on here, so the explicit content is on every episode because I'll be fucking.
It's cussing. Not a lot of people, man.
Who?
It's not a lot of people. It's people.
It's people. The motherfucker who said it was
Dawson. Shout out to my guy, man. He know who he is. Shout out to my dude, man. He know. Who
yeah, man. You know
hold on. People out there really think. People out there really watching.
Yeah.
People out there really watching him put more air under the balloon, under that corner that need to be necessary, and thinking that shit's on Dawson.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
when he
Don't do this
did
to
what
me.
Joe's been asking him to do. He did bite from McDaniel. Did y'all see the motion with Brashard quite a few times? You know who was open like a son of a bitch on that interception? The motion with Brashard. So don't tell me that's on Dawson. Dawson created an out for you on that. And the one time TVD did hit that outlet, he hit it way late, threw it high and behind Brashard, which does not allow for Brashard to make much after the catch. I do not think Shannon Dawson is calling in as aggressive of a game as he did earlier in the season, but why is that?
Exactly.
Ask yourself why.
Yeah.
He is clearly seeing something with Tyler. I think obviously the Emory game, I didn't like how conservative the Emory game was either. I mean, I know I'm in the minority there because people wanted, but look, man. If you're
Listen, CB, I know I believe in you. Got to rip the fucking Band-Aid off, fam. You a D1 athlete like everybody else.
Let's go, right? Let's go.
You're a freshman, but listen, you've been practicing. You've been taking first team reps. Let's go.
Look,
let's go.
I need somebody.
I'm with you.
Sometimes I know we just look to blame someone, and coaches are easy to blame at times. But I need somebody to explain to me how Nine's performance has anything to do with the play calling. Now, there are some issues I have with the play calling. Like, we keep running these screens to the boundary where there's no space. That's driving me banana sandwich. But Tyler's not seeing the field right now. And I don't think that has anything to do with Shannon Dawson's playbook. I think Tyler, for some odd reason, is just he's in a rut. He's not seeing the field right. I don't think that has anything to do with Shannon Dawson. First of all, Xavier was open on that play. Okay, he was open. So, I mean,
what I said, CB, on that play is that he has so much time back there, that he has so much time to think. He be thinking to himself, "Hey man, he got the ball in his hand. Hey man, they say I throw the ball to X a lot, but he's open. I gotta throw him the ball, right? I should probably throw him the ball. He's open. But like, if I throw him the ball, then they're gonna say I just target him. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's so in his head. Like, it's, to me, right, as the outsider, he's just. I
don't think so, because you can't play football. It's impossible.
But
it's impossible to play football.
But I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, something.
I think that's what he's doing though. Like, it does. Like, fam, like, this is his 7th full, not counting the spring. Like, you can go into the spring and the fall. Like, this, he's been in this offense long enough. Like, I don't understand how he's regressing with the same offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we weren't saying that when he threw 4 touchdowns for 350 something yards against Texas A&M.
Hey man,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
There's a difference between J.R. Smith and Reggie Miller, man. Some people can do it every week. Some people can't.
Yeah,
I think he's J.R. Smith. I think when he's on, he can give you 30. I think when he's off, he's gonna shoot 1 for 30.
The thing is, I think he can go, like, he can start like that, right? But the moment situate, like we talked about in the pregame, right? Like, every moment has to be perfect for hitting his standard, right? Like, with what he needs, whatever the fuck that is, I don't know that shit. Like, that's a different level. I don't know. Only Tyler knows that, right? So he needs that every moment perfect, and if it's not, everything goes downhill, and you could immediately see it. Like, the way he was coming off the field in that first 3 and out, when I was like 5 and out, because they got that quick first down to Kobe Young, didn't throw the ball to Kobe Young again, because who knows? Why would you use your biggest fucking wide receiver? They have Micah Fields, who I never heard of, didn't even cover in the pregame leading up to this shit. That dude's fucking doing jukes and killing Jaden Davis, but let's not give it to our big guy, because why the fuck would we do that?
Why don't we just run slants with Colby? Like, where is the just
at all this year?
Where is the just my big ass receiver is big as hell, and I'm just gonna use his body to get me 6 yards on first down? You know, I don't know. I don't know. So a lot of people are asking about personnel too. We're not, but then again, okay. So Dawson gives him Tyler Harrell in the game, right? He gives him Tyler Harrell on a go route in the game, right? With man coverage.
Yep.
Okay, so I need to understand how this is on Dawson.
Yeah.
I gave you your speedster, and they gave him man coverage.
Yep.
and bump and run at that.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't take the shot. Take the shot. If Tyler Harrell, they give me bump and run with somebody that fast, take the shot. I want my veteran quarterback to take that shot. I want my veteran quarterback sometimes to just recognize that they're playing 10 yards off of Colby. So I'm just going to throw the immediate hot and let Colby work. Maybe it's only 3 or 4 yards, right? But that corner now is going to have to respect that space in between. Boom. I want my veteran quarterback doing things like this. I don't want my veteran quarterback to have bad games and then people are telling me it's because of the damn offensive coordinator.
This is weak.
I want my veteran quarterback to be able to overcome the same adversity I asked for my running backs, for my offensive line, for my receiver. That dude is no different. If Cam was getting cooked with this kind of efficiency, I would ask for you to replace him. Nobody else gets that many excuses. Y'all, if Jaden Davis gave up 3 bombs, we'd be asking to pull him. So for those that are like, why are people saying pull TVD? Because he's a football player. And he should be judged just like any other football player. If Mark Fletcher fumbles twice,
you're gonna ask, he's not coming back in the game, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you have to hold that position accountable too. But to Joe's earlier point, boy, that opened up Pandora's box like a son of a if you do that. Because you can't treat the freshman like that. You can't play with his mind and pull. So I don't know. We're not in the position really to bench TVD. We're just not.
No, we're not.
Have the
we're
experience
not.
behind him. You can some of that has to go to the staff, that quarterback room. I think we all thought we needed another veteran, but to Joe's point, who the hell do you get to come know that they have to sit behind TVD? Which is why I always like the idea of competition. But then again, could you make it an open competition and risk losing 9 when we knew we didn't have the kid coming in who was supposed to be coming in, and you can't lose 9? And then we saw when they thought they were going to lose 9, how bad they panicked about losing 9, because Jesus Christ, if we lost 9.
We all did. We all panicked.
You know what I'm saying? Because we understand.
Because all we had was Emory. Yeah.
We understand the room. So, maybe the conversation doesn't need to be this year in the room. The conversation needs to be the room.
Moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward. The room needs depth, first of all. You can't keep going into seasons with
I need 3.
With 3 guys on the roster. I need 4 scholarship quarterbacks.
Yeah. You need a 3 additional?
I need 4 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster next year.
Yeah. I need 2.
I need 2
probably losing.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I need 2. I need 2 recruits.
Losing 2.
I need 2 recruits out of high school and 1 transfer.
Right.
Realistically, I think we're walking into 2 quarterbacks on our roster next year.
Yeah. So that's why we need 3 coming in. Minimum.
If it's me, you need 1 more in the class, and you need somebody from the portal.
Yeah, that's why I'm 3. That makes it 3.
Compete.
Right? 1 transfer and 2 high school kids, or 2. Look, man.
1 more and okay, yeah, 1 more.
Yeah. So 3. You need 3 coming. Because we're good. 2's gone. Like there's 2 of them that I'm okay. Hey, thank you. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but
I'd be surprised. Yeah.
Look, this is
it's
why
sad, but I'd be surprised.
We talk about it all the time, and we'll talk defense in the rest of the game here in a second. But to me, sometimes you need, and we talked about it. I don't know if it was in the pre-show or during the pod. Sometimes you need a spark, right? That's why those moments, it's like a different play call is to bring in, again, like the conversations are what they are. A JB11, right? To just a little something like a palate cleanser. I know you can't do it, and it's a wrap, and we know what the future holds, and yada yada. But man, like to just continue to throw unenergetic out there, and son, like you know what it is to take the ball out of his hands for a freshman running back. A freshman running back. So you trust more a freshman because AJ Allen got hurt when you heard what the fuck out that player, right? Which is
I'd have put Brashard in the Wildcat once or twice.
Yeah,
I gotta do something. We need a spark. This offense needs a spark, dude. It lacks energy right now. It looks like it just doesn't have energy.
Yeah, something 100%. Look, and the defense played 80 snaps. 80. Virginia went pace, and at the beginning, and we were down. We're down 2 defensive linemen for the year. Najalik, Messidor, and Najalik are out. You know what I'm saying? For the year, we're already thin at the defensive line. So they're out for 80 plays. How much can a defense hold up, man? And the thing is, people are going to be stupid and be like, "Oh, the defense is trash now. Fire Guidry," not realizing that the defense has been out there for fucking 200 plays the last 2 weeks.
I'll go with him. I'll go with him. I'll go with him. Y'all fire Guidry. I'll go with him. That's a bad man.
That's crazy.
Now, you can't keep doing this to your defense. You just can't.
Can't, man.
And the strength of our defense is our front seven. You're wearing out the damn front seven.
Yeah, they playing lights out too, man. I definitely want to shout out the safeties, man. James and Cam, man. They made some huge plays down the stretch, man. That tackle by James Williams, man.
James is making himself some money these past couple of weeks, boy. Let me tell you, that boy making himself some money.
Yeah, man.
If Ruben Bank could come out, that's top 10 pick. That's a more.
They showed out, man. They showed out.
I tell you who may not get a lot of credit, and I was gonna make him my cane of the week, but I'm going with somebody else. Branson Dean, dog. Branson Dean is a problem, and he never shows up on the stat sheet. So I'm really happy that he got 2 sacks. So it actually shows up on the stat sheet, because what he doesn't show up on a stat sheet. But guys like him are the reason why guys like Kiko are balling.
Yeah, Kiko showed up
because them linebackers are free. The interior offensive line ain't getting to the second level because that boy a problem. He's like this is gonna be a terrible nickname, but he's like Sludge, because he just, if there's a crack, he gets through it. Like Branson Dean is just he will somehow get to the other side of the line of scrimmage, and obviously if there's an immediate threat for an offensive lineman that's inside, they have to take it. So that is freeing up your defensive ends because these guys have to collapse down inside. Guys like Branson Dean are unsung heroes, man.
He's finally fully healthy, man. You can see the difference in what he brings to the table, for sure.
He's fantastic.
Jaden Wayne.
Also, I was about to say that. Jaden Wayne. They have my boy in for 3 let me tell you what. 3 plays, right? First play, gets his first collegiate sack. Him and Bain meet at the quarterback. Second play shows insane bend going up the field, coming back up under the tackle and getting a shoestring tackle. Third play, him and Bain meet at the quarterback again for the pressure 3 and out.
Yeah.
Now he did have a boo-boo. He had a boo-boo on that running play.
Yeah.
But that comes with freshmen. that comes with freshmen. They got to get him
more
some
reps.
Snaps.
He's gonna have to play now.
They got to get him some more snaps. Because
that red shirt
honestly,
is gone.
I was shocked.
He has to play. I
was shocked that they didn't have him in more, because those 3 straight plays were one-on-one with that tackle, and that tackle had no answer for him. I was really surprised that he didn't get more snaps out there.
He's gonna have to the rest of these last 4 games.
Ooh, I heard a rumor, Malik Bryant. I heard a rumor, Malik Bryant. We may start seeing some Malik. We may start seeing Malik a little bit.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a big Malik fan, man. I'm just
well, you know,
Malik's,
they need
Malik's
the depth
overall.
at defensive end right now.
You know what I'm saying? Just Malik's overall is I'm a fan of. Just the Malik.
There's a Malik I'm not a fan of. Is Malik Washington, goddammit. That dude, Malik Washington lit us the fuck up. Hey, he nice. I got look, he nice. Yes, he Malik Washington is nice. That young man, boy.
That dude on Sundays, he's gonna be nasty. That dude is.
So this is how I felt when I watched that. I know how it feels now. When we play somebody and Restrepo got 14 for $140, I know how that feels, because he had 12 for $152. I know. I was like, oh, this how that Restrepo shit feel on the other side. It's not fun to deal with.
It's not.
He's
fun.
Nice.
It's not fun. Yeah, he cooked again. He's only had 1 game under 100 yards receiving, and we didn't stop him. Dude. Hey man, can I ask y'all something? We're never gonna see a tall corner cover a tall receiver.
No, you saw the Devontae got run this week.
Yeah.
Devontae got
Yeah.
and when he did,
Damari
we saw
got
a lot of
Damari
press
got some
man.
snaps. Damari got some
I
snaps.
need to see Devontae more. I don't like the zone. I like the speed. We got too much speed at DB. Zone bothers me sometimes. I say you put him out there and let him sink or swim.
I need to see Jaden Davis in the slot and give me somebody else just for a couple looks. I need to see that more for obvious
What's
reasons.
interesting is, did y'all see who they took off the field when they put Devontae in? They didn't take Jaden Davis off the field. They took Daryl Porter, and that upset me.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I was like,
that's our best
if there's
corner.
anybody on defense not getting off the goddamn field, it needs to be DP2. If we want to talk about an unsung hero, that young man has been on one this year.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to see Devontae. That FSU matchup, we need him.
Mm-hmm.
We need his length. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need that length, and he has it. And I just don't. I don't think zone is his skill set. But
no.
Look, Devontae should be out there more. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
And I like Jaden Davis, and I like Daryl Porter.
I like
if it's me, I say
there's one
take one linebacker off the field and use Jaden Davis in the slot instead of having the linebacker on the field, and then let's get 7 out there a little bit. I'm a big fan of Devontae. I like what he can do as a cover corner. I like off man, press man. I think that's where he really excels. He's got that length. He's physical. I like him. I thought he'd fit Guidry's scheme perfect, but as Joe likes to say, we ain't in that building.
No, we're not. Speaking of Joe, let me ask you, man. We're 6-2, and we've done about 48 minutes about how angry we are about certain performances, right? Are we just some ungrateful ass motherfuckers sometimes, and like, are we just focusing on the negative because it's so glaringly obvious?
Yeah, it's just the fact that the one non-question mark is now a question mark. That's the
biggest.
issue. Yeah. Yes, the question marks going into the season was how the O-line will perform, how the D-line will perform, the new coordinators, but quarterback was not the question. Now it's the biggest question. And quite frankly, a weakness now.
Yep.
So that's the problem, man. Yeah, we're 6-2. Absolutely. You know what I mean? But I said I predicted 9-3. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you know what I mean? I expected a huge turnaround strictly based off the front 7, the fronts on each side of the ball. The O-line and D-line were incredibly better, and that's going to get you 3-4 more wins, in my opinion.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. So just off the strength of that. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We definitely should be at least 7-1 right now, at least.
Yeah.
But we can't.
Probably should be undefeated.
We can't go back to that, But no doubt, I think we could say we should be 5-3, or 4-4.
4. Yeah,
we could say that too, because we've had no help from that position in the last, the last month. 2 wins. So
last month, really.
Yeah. So it could go either way. So yes, we're definitely happy with the dubs, but y'all remember what year was it? Was it 2017? No, 2019? What was the year Malik was QB? We beat Georgia Tech 17? On the last second look catch by what was it? Darryl
Langham. 2017. 2017. No, 20. No, 20. We had I think it was 2017. We won ugly a lot of those games.
Yeah, man. And it didn't feel good. Like when we got to the championship, we got blown out. You know what I mean? Like, this is just how that feels. Like, I feel like eventually this shit is gonna catch up with us. You know, so that's just the feeling right now. But
look at Virginia. Look at Virginia. That's their fourth game out of their 6 losses. There's 3 points or less.
Yeah.
Ball bounces one other way. We're 2-6 like them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and they're 6-2.
Yeah.
But and that's why I think it is important to take the good with the bad with a season, man. Like no one's ever won anything without a little bit of luck. You got to have a little bit of luck. And I tell you what helps the luck is if you stop shooting yourself in the foot.
That's the issue. That's the issue, man.
That'll help the luck. You create your own luck if you get out your own way sometimes.
It's like if you're the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan is fucking, he's averaging 4 games, and y'all are like, what the fuck? This is not the problem. This is the problem, man. Like
going into the season, at no point that we did a bunch of guest spots on shows. We talked to about group chat. At no point was this a question.
No.
Right. I think that's why we spent so much time on it. Like, it's so jarring to see, because if it would have started like this,
it's quarterback.
Yeah. If it would have started like this, like, okay, he's just not clicking with the, you know what I'm saying? You could have had different thoughts. Like, he's just not clicking with the OC. You know what I'm saying some things but like this should have happened at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like he had 1 pick going into week 5, and now he has 7. You can tell Joe's Joe's laptop's about to die. That's what that face is.
I got 20 minutes, Duke. I got 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I got an interesting question for you guys.
What up? Let's do it.
Got an interesting question for you guys. This is not the tape Tyler wanted for the NFL. Like, this ain't the season Brody wanted to put on tape. I think I want a yes or no, because if we have to go dive into it, it's a little too much, and that probably needs its own episode, like a bonus episode or something. Probably towards the end of the year, we start speculating on portal and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do a portal show.
Is the question, answer it, yes or no? Should the question not be, is Tyler coming back next year? Should the question be, is he going to be a Kane in college next year?
You want me to answer that? I'll go first.
Not a yes or no. What you mean?
Is he a Kane
because
next year?
So a lot of people keep asking us, is Tyler coming back for his senior season? Yes or no? I don't think that's the question. I think the question is Tyler a Kane in college next year? I think he's in college next year regardless, because the tape he has right now is just not what he would want to present to the NFL. So I think the question is he going to be a Kane in college next year? Not, is he going to be in college next year?
So my personal answer to that, like, obviously we're not in the building, we don't make those decisions. I'll answer both questions. Yes, he'll come back next year, but no, he's not a Kane next year.
And I think that's a more fascinating question than does he come back, right? I think that's
Joe pondering,
because from the staff's perspective, they may have to entertain it if he say he want to come back.
Oh, no,
depending on what that class look like.
It's more than just that though, because now we have this NIL thing, right? So it's kind of like free agency, right? Now, do you get a pay cut now? Because you know what I mean?
Because you up the bag. You up the bag to keep him from Bama, right?
Right. You up the bag to keep him. You had to up the bag to keep him, but that bag ain't bagging, son. He's not, no. The math ain't math. You know what I mean?
That bag about to become a trapper keeper if we're keeping it a buck.
I need some of that to go to Kevin Riley.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. It may be best for both parties to move on. Who
break up. You separate amicably. You know what I mean?
And
ain't no such thing at quarterback. It got to end violently at quarterback.
CB, you talking about number 11. Well, I'm sorry, you're not talking about it. Number 11 could possibly be out. What if number 9 is in Dallas? That's his OC.
That's his
like,
guy.
For real.
Yeah.
That's his guy. What if number 9 is in Dallas, man? You know, so I don't know, man. I think, like you said, man, I think he comes back, man, and I think
but does he come back here?
Not at Miami. No, I don't think so. And maybe he goes. Who knows? Maybe he's one of the cats that's gonna be like, you know what? I think he's gonna get drafted. I just don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna get drafted because again, the NFL goes off potential and they can make you right. They can get you right.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna get drafted. So maybe he goes. Maybe he takes his chance. Like, yo, I'm gonna be a 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round. I'll go take my chance. Who knows?
What about you, CB? Same, your own question.
I don't think he goes unless he tests the water. Yeah, I don't think he goes to the league unless he tests the water. Him and his agents test the water, and they find out there ain't much for him out there in college. You know what I'm saying? He would need a Sam Hartman situation, right, where he can go somewhere that needed a quarterback. You know, like if he went. I can't even think off the top of my dome, but he would need a Sam Hartman type situation where plug him in for a year. There's some weapons around him. He can try to get a whole year of film. But see, the problem is that's the reverse of the Sam Hartman situation because Sam Hartman felt like Wake was too small for the tape. Yep. So if he goes from Miami to SMU, a lot of scouts are going to say, well, he couldn't do that against bigger.
SMU's in the ACC next year.
They are.
Yeah. They are, but
how poetic would that shit be if we played 9 and he was in Dallas
and he busts our ass
he busts us open? How even creating that? Never mind. I got a lot of weird quarterback theories for next year that I'm not gonna state here, but
it's a lot.
I'm trying to bring people home. I'm trying to bring cousins to the crib. I'm trying to do all kind of shit.
Trying to shut lights out.
I want lights turned off. I want potentially the $15 million man back. I want all kind of shit. But I think, bro, this is, to Ben's point, this is the weird conversation we didn't know we were gonna be having at 6-2. Talking about who's our quarterback next year. Like we thought we'd had that conversation because TVD's clearly leaving. We're having that conversation now because we want to dream of better quarterback play right now. Mm-hmm. Like we're just trying to have hypothetically fun at quarterback next year rather than saying, okay, our senior quarterback is going to the league 1st or 2nd round. Who's taking his spot? Mm-hmm. We're more so having a damn, I wish we had so-and-so next year conversation. And I did not think we'd be having that conversation at this point.
We had a conversation in the group chat earlier in the when TVD was bought. When TVD was TVD before he became Tyler, right? And it was like, yo, could you imagine? Like, it was the first 4 top-rated quarterback in the country. Yo, could you imagine if TVD comes back with another year on the dot? Like, it was a very different context. Now, after these performances, I was like, fuck, if TVD comes back, like, are we getting TVD or are we getting Tyler? You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, like, to your Sam Hartman point, right? Sam Hartman was. Wake Forest didn't have the tape, didn't have the competition, so he chose Notre Dame. Like if you're looking, and I know there'll be an OC or quarterback coach that think I could fix him, and that's how coaches work and all that shit. I get all that, but if you're watching TVD's tape, you're not. And let's say he continues this trajectory because it's true. Everything we talked about at the beginning. If you go to 17, you can't go to 11, right? Because that's changing up your entire scheme on offense. 17 is right now a light TVD. Right, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's not that yet. So you can't. Yeah. So he does. So you bring him in. You don't go back to 9. Then so 9's gone one way or the other. Right? Probably not even. I wouldn't even keep him around the team because whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things.
You know how it's going to happen, though, right?
They got to put him in the game.
Press conference. TVD's hurt. He's out for the year. It's going to happen that way. It's not. When we get that, if we get that message, we know what's going on.
Can I do a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Can I put on my sidekick hat for a second? Tell you
Okay.
exactly how I was gonna say it. Like, look, TVD's just not quite right. He hasn't recovered from the injuries that he's had. We're gonna sit him down, make sure he gets right, because he has something along those lines.
Shut him down. They're gonna say we decided to shut him down for the season.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like the staff did it to help him rather than
do you protect him?
You're driving us fucking crazy. We're going with the kid.
Because it's but honestly, it's the grown thing to do, right? Like, again, like we're podcasters. We could talk all the shit in the world we want. When you're sitting across from him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're the coach, you're like, look, we got to do these things to protect. We'll be the bad guys, right? We'll be the bad guy. But look, we had to sit you down. We're protecting you from you, and everybody could like speculate on shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing, and I go back to it, man. The reason why it bothered me so much that he gave that shit up after the North Carolina game, the injury shit, son, you didn't have to say that. That's when, for me, it turned. It wasn't the performances. It wasn't like quarterbacks have bad games. It happens to everybody. Fucking Drake May just had back-to-back losses to two teams that he shouldn't have lost to, and he's probably the number one pick in the in the NFL next year. Bad games happen. When you're in the game after, you're like, yeah, Caleb's lost 3 in a row. No, the number 2 pick or number 1 pick.
Yo, how does that DC still have? Never mind. Go ahead.
Right? God damn.
How in the hell? Oh my God.
That has to be a D'Onofrio situation, son. That has to be a D'Onofrio situation, right? Like,
that defense is called Ole. That shit is called Ole defense.
There you go.
Them boys.
Trash.
Look, so there's something I want to say to Canes fans, though. Like, we want Mario to come out and be like, the quarterback was trash today. I'm sorry,
He's
y'all.
never going to do it.
No. Here's the thing, though. If you want somebody to do that, you have to take the good with the bad, right? I'll give you a prime example. Everybody loves when Deion says, we whooped them boys, because that's him being honest, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all love him being honest and saying, yo, my son a go-getter. You don't like the honesty when he come out and say the offensive line booty, I need to replace him. You got to keep, if you want a man to be honest and be himself and call it how he sees it, you got to take the good with the bad. That's not always going to be Mario just telling you what you want to hear. That's sometimes going to be him telling you your favorite player trash. Or like, you got to, sometimes coach speak is coach speak for a reason, right? So
exactly,
y'all be cool on Mario sometimes, because we like it when Deion does it when it's fun, but he's also getting blasted right now on social media for hanging his offensive line out to dry when that's how he been all year, good, bad, or ugly. So sometimes you got to take the coach speak and accept it. And like Ben said, you got to read between the lines and find the guys who can read between the lines and tell you what that really means. Because Mario can't just come out and tell you 9 booty, we should have won this game by 30. He can't say that.
He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that with his staff. He's not going to do that with his
players. That's not his style.
That's not a style you honestly want in. I mean, there's different leadership styles, right? That's not his leadership style. He's never going to do that. He's not. So you have to understand that, like, look, me and CB talked about on the show for the North Carolina game, right? Like, sometimes it's me projecting on what I think TVD's doing when not having the energy. That's because that's the way I view shit. Joe views things differently. CB views things differently.
Same way.
And that's okay, right? But like, again, like the one thing, and I'll say it again, once he said that, to me, it was a checkout. Right, just like last year when he was on that podcast and he was complaining about the fan base, right? Like, oh, it's cool to go to other stadiums, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you lose that Saturday, you perform like that against Middle Tennessee State.
He said that,
fam. Like, you're your own worst enemy for nothing. Like, nobody asked you to trash your own to belittle your own fan base. Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you about your fucking ligament. You came up with that. Like, you spewed that out. But again, like, I'm the bad guy because I go, you can't read a defense. That's what it looks like to me. You go with your first read and you stick with it. The reason why this whole podcast has been about that, it's the most important position on the field. You're letting your defense out to dry. 80 plays. A true freshman on defense shouldn't be your best player, and they shouldn't take the fucking ball out of your hands for a true freshman running back and a retro freshman running back. That should not. You're supposed to be the leader of this fucking team, and you're letting it. You're letting it go for whatever reason. It's just
like
madness.
To Ben's point. That's why the pod is this long. Coming into the year, we were worried about DB, right? So if we got cooked and like got bombed 75-yard, 80-yarder, 60-yarder, 80-yarder, it would have been a 20-minute podcast because we've been like, I told you we was worried about the shit. And it would have been 10 minutes of that, and then there would have been nothing else to say because we've beaten that point into the ground that we needed to be better in the secondary. And like Joe said earlier, the reason this is so frustrating is it's the one thing that we were not thinking we'd have to have these conversations about, because at the very least we figured our veteran quarterback would at least protect the football. And if he had to just be a game manager and not be anything special, he could at least do that. So I think that's why you're seeing so much being talked about it, because we're all trying to figure out, why is this even a thing? Like, why is this a thing? Where does it not match up? The weapons match up. The receivers have gotten better. Look, we are seeing that this receiving core blossom before our eyes this year. Yeah, we don't have a tight end, but we got 3 guys out there killing it at receiver. The backfield's as deep as it's been. The offensive line is improved like we wanted it to be. So you have to ask yourself, like, what the This is everything we thought we needed, because we didn't think we needed the quarterback to play better. We thought we needed a better offensive line, healthy backfield, and the receivers to step up. And we've gotten all 3 of those.
Joe,
all 3. Think about that. Think about all of our concerns preseason. The DBs ain't getting cooked.
Nope.
The offensive line is keeping him healthy. The running backs they're getting dinged up, but we got the depth that we didn't think we had to deal with the injuries. The receivers are stepping up. They're not dropping passes. Boys, we was even going vertical. It's like, but the one thing that we were not writing down is quarterback.
Let me ask you something, Joe. This is something that just came to me while CB was cooking. You think the reason why we don't rotate our receivers is because we're trying to keep it as comfortable as possible for 9?
No. You really don't see receiver rotation like that. You know what I mean? You really, I mean, at least I don't see that in general. You know, you'll see your people come in sometimes. You'll see Isaiah Horton come in at times, or Tyler Harrell, or Brashard, Ray, different packages. But it's real. It's you really don't rotate receivers like that. So I don't think it has anything to do with keeping it comfortable for number 9. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a lack of personnel packages I don't like. We don't seem to have that NASCAR package that we all thought we'd have this year with, like, CJ, Harrell, Brashard, and all the speed guys out there. Just it's the packages the personnel packages we haven't seen.
Yeah,
who knows, man? We like the groceries. Maybe Dawson don't like some of those other groceries as much as we like them.
I'm a little disappointed in the lack of creativity package-wise. I am. I'm not gonna front. And I thought it feels like it got taken away from us. We saw it in Texas at Texas A&M, and then it kind of got taken. It's like somebody was like, "Yo, chill with all this chill with all this." You know what I mean? I don't
even
know.
Last week with Brashard, we didn't even see them get nasty with Brashard this week.
Yeah,
that's my question, right? Like, you condense the offense. You condense the offense and not have so many packages when you had bigger packages earlier in the year. Why would you do something like that? You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't make the play calling smaller, right? Like the playbook smaller during the season. You open it up.
Yeah, that's
like, why would you bring it? You know what I'm saying?
Weird.
It's weird. That's all we can say. So I don't know.
It's very weird though. It is very, very weird.
Right? Like, it doesn't make sense.
To your credit, Ben. Like, yeah, you're right. It's going in reverse.
You bring it up good.
Yeah.
Like, like is it the chicken or the egg, right? Is it the OC or the QB? Like, or is there a third option? Like, I don't like I'm looking. So this just came to me was CB was going. I was like, I'm like, we have all these receivers and we've seen no packages. Like, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen a NASCAR package to CB's credit. Where's Chris? Is Chris Johnson hurt? Like, I'd love to see him on a screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just a couple. It's not
Is
like
his
just
4
seen.
done?
Damn, the 49ers is losing 31.
Is his 4 games done?
Sheesh.
I'm curious.
I don't think so.
Has CJ
Who
played in
4
4
games?
games already?
CJ?
CJ.
I feel like he played in 2.
They only played 2.
I think they're gonna redshirt him. I think that's why we're not gonna see him much. Because they ran a running back screen with Mark Fletcher that I desperately have been asking for them to run with CJ all year.
Hey, look, real quick, Mark Fletcher is a grown ass man out there, right? Like,
Yeah,
Mark
he
Fletcher-
also is a really nice receiver out the backfield too. I want to give him credit for that. He is, but that kind of play where you sneak him out the backfield and the receivers, it's basically it's a manufactured screen. I want to see more of that with CJ.
So
and if
listen,
you can't do it with CJ, for me, put Brashard in the backfield and run the running back screen with Brashard.
Who do we have for players of the game on offense, defense? Who do we have?
Oh yeah, we already had an hour. We need to go ahead and do that for Joe's laptop dies.
Who
And my
you got,
Wi-Fi
Ben?
dies again.
Offense, defense.
I got two guys on offense, both running backs,
Okay.
AJ and Mark Fletcher. I think that you know what I'm saying, they cooked. And defense, bro, come on. I mean, Ruben fucking Bank, bro.
4-4.
I feel like whoever goes first. Whoever goes first, right?
Fine, 4-4.
Whoever goes first gets Bane.
Well, honorable mention.
On offense,
honorable mention. Jaden Wayne.
No, don't do honorable mention. We got to have picks. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad. It doesn't really count. I think CB's internet just went to shit again. Damn, son. There, we just said it. Oh, that's crazy. All right, Joe, you can go. My bad.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take his. Let's go on defense first. I'm gonna go to safety. If we're doing, honorable mention, man, James and Cam Cole. You know what I mean? I think they stepped up big time at the end of the game when it was time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with them. Offense, I'm gonna go Andy Borregales.
Ooh, that's great.
You know what I mean? Because without him, we don't even get to overtime. You know what I mean?
150 some yards.
Son, and the coolness that he does this shit with. Like, he's out there, son. It don't even look like he does warm-up kicks or nothing.
So, he don't fucking throw the grass in the air trying to figure out the wind.
Yeah, line that shit up.
Been doing this shit since I was born.
Yeah,
me and my brother been doing this shit since I was born. I got this shit. Don't even worry about it.
Bangs it out, kid.
Fam, the one that he had from like the left, I think it was the left hash. It was like the 50-yarder through the upper. It was like, you beautiful son of a. Damn, that shit was.
He could be hitting them shits from 60.
Oh, easily, man. That was crazy. Yo, Andy for sure, man. Yeah. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yeah, man. Listen, man. We didn't even do this. Hold up.
Their family is so.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yeah, man, totally forgot. To drop that
I saw the Caneswear guys at the game, man. I wasn't at I saw a picture of them at the game.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah.
Dope. I'm glad y'all got to make it to a game, man. I'm considering NC State this weekend.
Saturday night game.
Yeah, I'm considering it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, look, I'm going to be out. You know what I'm saying? Little programming. I'm going to be out the next 1, 2, 3 shows.
Man. Hey. Stu, man.
Hey, but guess what though, man? I don't even know I timed it like this. I'm gonna be back for episode 100. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know.
we gotta do
yeah.
something special, man.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm thinking, man. And we're saying this right on the show. I think we might do that one live, man. I think we might do that one as a live, man, because we don't do lives that often, man. I think we might do that one as a live. I'm saying bring all our people in, start putting the word out. Yeah, it's gonna be the game. It's gonna be the podcast after Florida State.
5 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all get that raw and that real, man. So episode 100 will be live with your boy, you know what I'm saying, Benny Boondock's coming back from his vacation. I'm saying I will be at an undisclosed location. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting my, my GPS out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be nice, man. It's dope. I'm out of here, so it's gonna be a good time, man.
It's gonna be on me, man. So y'all rock with me. Keep it
Solo
going.
dolo.
I might do some craziness. You know how I do, man. We'll figure it out. And yeah, man. You know, that's what it is, man. CB back on. My battery about to die.
All right, Joe, man. We'll catch up, man. Let's see B go.
I can't record for longer than 5 minutes because something is going on with my Wi-Fi right now. Where every 10 minutes it goes out. So I'm gonna say this really fast. My player of the game is Branson Dean on defense. Branson Dean had a great day on defense. He was great. He was penetrating the gaps all day. Branson Dean 58. Branson Dean defensive tackle. Branson Dean was amazing on offense. I'm gonna go with Andy Borgalis. Andy Borgalis kicker 3 kicks.
I already picked him.
God damn it, Joe got my guy, so I'm gonna switch it up to somebody else. I can't really debate about it because my Wi-Fi might go out. So we're gonna go with Javion Cohen for the offensive lineman who gave Mark Fletcher the push to get the touchdown. Javion Cohen is my guy on offense. On defense, my guy is Branson Dean. Javion Cohen, Branson Dean. You heard?
Hey man, we out of here, man. We got nothing else. That's how you end the podcast. We out.